system landscape. System landscape. This is also very important. So system landscape is nothing but arrangement of your server. Arrangement of the servers. The arrangement of servers will be done by the basis consultant. Okay. The arrangement of servers will be done by the basis consultant. This one I'm trying to tell. See here. Here, how many system they have to create? What will be the system ID? What will be the server ID? Okay.
So Harry,
Yeah.
can
You
you
want me
share
to
your
share?
screen? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can you see now my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So I'm talking about system landscape. Okay. So system landscape is arrangement of the server. What is called server in simple language? When you go and log in, there are multiple system will be created, right? Quality system, development system, production system, sandbox system. So this will be decided by the basis consultant. Basis consultant will create what will be the development system ID, what will be the quality system ID. Inside this, you have something called this ID, this instant number, this server code. So all this will be decided by the basis consultant. Okay, so arrangement of the server will be done by the basis consultant. So then what is our role? Let us understand. So first I'm going to talk about very simple system landscape. Then I'll talk about complex system landscape. Okay, so simple simple system landscape are general. In every client, this kind of system landscape will be there. Okay, general system landscape. So in every client, wherever you go and work, you will find sandbox system, sandbox system. Sandbox system is your trial system, trial and error system. In this system, you can do any kind of testing. You can do the trial and error. Okay, you can research anything in the sandbox system. You can configure, you can delete the configuration, you can modify the configuration without thinking that it will impact to other people. So here generally you do the trial and error in the sandbox system. So what will be the code of the sandbox system? What will be the application number of the sandbox system? All this all this will be decided by the basis consultant. So basis consultant will create what will be the sandbox code, what will be the instant number, what will be the application server number for sandbox system. Either sandbox system is required or not, so everything will be decided by the basis consultant. But sandbox system generally we need in every client. Okay, in every business we need it. So they will create one sandbox system and they'll give some name. As I said, let's say they given S4 as a sandbox system name. So what you do as a consultant, you can do any trial and error. Let's say you want to test some new functionality but you are not sure how it works, what it works. So you can log in into sandbox system and you can check it. Okay, so sandbox system is your trial and error system. Okay, in this system you can do any kind of research. Next is your development system. Okay, in in development system, you do the configuration. Okay, in development system, you do the configuration. In development system, you do consultant do the configuration. So it is like configuration system. Okay. Then in this system, you also do the functional unit test. Okay, whatever you have configured or whatever you have modified, you have to test it. As a consultant, you must test it. So it is known as a FUT. When you perform the test in the development system, it is known as a functional unit test. Let me write full. Please remember all this, very important. Okay, functional unit testing. Shortcut we say FUT. So in this system, you do the FUT, functional unit test. Okay. Now next is your quality system. Very simple. I'm writing quality system. So here also for development system also some name they will give. Let's say S4D. Then quality system also basis team will give some name. Let's say S4Q, like this. The name they will give. In these users perform FUT. Okay, sorry, FUT I'm telling UAT, user acceptance testing, that is known as a UAT. So in quality system, UAT will be done. Here user will be testing. Okay. The last is a production system. Let's say S4P. This is very basic system landscape I'm telling you. Very basic. So this is the production system. In production system, user will do day to day business entry. Okay, so this is very basic system landscape. In interview, they're asking what was your system landscape. You must tell at least we had sandbox system, we have development system, we had quality system, we had production system. You must tell. Okay, and you should know each system what you do, what is your role in each system. That is very important. So in sandbox system, you do as a trial and error. Something you want to test, you want to modify, you want to delete some configuration, then you want to check how system behaves. So all this testing, trial and error you can do into the sandbox system. In development system, generally you do the real customization, real development, real configuration. So consultant does in this. Okay, configuration you do and you perform FUT also. Then there will be quality system where user will be doing the user acceptance test. Okay. Then production system, which is live system. In that users will be posting day to day business transaction. Any doubt, Samira, in this one? Very basic system landscape. Or
So
Aruna has
no
also
doubt.
joined. Aruna, do you have anything to ask in this one? Aruna?
No, no.
Understood. So tomorrow, if when I'm using the word, you are not going to get confused, right? What I'm telling, development system, quality system, production system, sandbox system. You'll be remembering, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now I'm going little complex system landscape because in some of the interview, they will tell that have you worked in a complex system landscape scenario, complex. Sorry, here. complex. And this system landscape completely differs what kind of project you are working in. If you are working in development, if you are working in implementation project, system landscape will be different. Okay, if you are working in the support project, it may different. If you are working in the quality, if you are working in the testing project, it will be different. If you are working in the upgrade project, it will be different. So system landscape differs from kind of project you are working, but this is very general system landscape I have written. Now let us see some complex system landscape. Okay, let's say in this also same system landscape. First of all, I have. Now whenever client wants to implement any SAP, now now you have to ask 2-3 questions before in fact you go for implementation, because whenever client plans to implement SAP, either they want to implement public cloud, private cloud, or on-premise. There are 3 kind of SAP implementation. Okay, one is known as a public cloud, one is known as a private cloud, one is known as on-premise. Okay, I'll talk about this in later in detail. So this system landscape, what I'm showing, it is I'm talking about on-premise. Okay, this is on-premise system landscape. On-premise system landscape or on-premise. Okay, this is on-premise. Let me color it. So what is called on-premise? On-premise means this server setup will be done by your company and it will be done in your location. Okay, it will be maintained by your location, your own consultant. It will be done at your location. Okay, so this is like completely a company will be handling. Okay, so that on-premise, its name suggests on-premise. On-premise means it is set up at your company location. So this is known as on-premise. Okay, so listen very carefully. This is very important. Carefully listen. Now, sometime this day there are multiple. Let me put in this way. Let's say this is your HANA. This is your HANA system landscape on-premise. Okay, let's say you have 100 company codes. Listen very carefully. Complex. Sometime you will work in this kind of and you'll get confused otherwise. So let's say you have 100 company codes. 50 company codes are using HANA and 50 company codes are not using HANA. Okay, 50 company codes are using HANA, 50 company codes are not using HANA. Okay, listen very carefully. So what will happen? You'll have one S4 HANA landscape. At the same time, you'll be having even ECC system landscape also. So let me put here like this. In ECC also you'll have the sandbox system landscape, but let's say that name is, let's say some name, let me give SE. SE, yes, okay. This is my ECC system, sandbox system. Then this is my ECC development system. This is my ECC quality system. And this is my ECC production system. Okay. Let's say this is my S4 system landscape. And this is my system landscape. Up to here, any doubt? Anybody has? Hello? Anybody has any doubt? In this, anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
No, Hari.
No,
No.
sir.
Ask me if you have anything, ask me. So let's say, ECC and S4 HANA?
Yes, sir.
You know, right? ECC means old version of SAP. S4HANA is a new version. So sometime what happen when you go for implementation, some of the business process or some of the company course will tell that I'll continue using the ECC system. Okay, or sometime they will tell that this process, let's say HR process, they will tell that I'll continue in my ECC system only. They will tell. Some of the country will not agree to go to S4 HANA. I have seen those kind of scenarios also. Now listen very carefully. Now let's say all the data, or let me put one more. Listen very carefully here. Let's say I have MDG system also. This day there is something called MDG system. MDG is master data governance. One more system is there called MDG system. So for MDG system also, we will create one more system landscape. Okay, it depends. I don't want to confuse. There are multiple ways of handling. Let's say for MDG system, they have M4, yes, okay, M4D, M4Q, M4P. Okay, let's say this is your MDG system. All are I'm talking about on-premise only as of now. Okay. So in MDG system landscape, what you are doing, all the master data you are creating. Okay. Let's say all the master data you are creating in the development system of the MDG system landscape. Okay. In the MDG system landscape, you are creating. Let's say in development system, you are creating master data. In the quality system, all the so MDG system are used for the master data maintenance purpose. Now listen here very carefully why I'm trying to teach you this complex system landscape. Now if you create the master data, let's say master data you are creating in the MDG development system, then that master data should come into the in the S4 development system. Because if data is not there here, then how can you test? Let's say you want to post on journal entry, but you are not supposed to create the GL master here in the S4D system. It should come from the development MDG system. So here if they are creating, make sure that it is coming here. Now between this system and this system, you should build the interface. Okay, and this interface will be built via LE generally, LE IDOC. I'll talk about all this LE IDOC and all, you don't worry. Okay, it will be built either LE IDOC or EDI IDOC, but let me focus on LE IDOC. I don't want to confuse you. Listen very carefully. These are very, very important. So, okay. Now what will happen? Whatever data you are creating here in the MDG development system, that should come to the S4 development system. Whatever data you are creating here in the quality system, that should come into the S4 quality system. Whatever data you are creating in the MDG production system, that should come to the S4 production system. How it will come? You have to build the interface between this system to this system. You can use one of the methodologies, LE IDOC. You will understand in later. I don't want to confuse what is called LE, what is called IDOC, but this is one of the methodology. Okay. Now why you have to know this? Whenever you go any project, you should know all this process. You have to know all this process. Either you are supposed to create the master data in S4 directly or not, or it should come from MDG system to S4 system. Okay. Okay. Now listen very carefully again. See, if you want to create the master data in MDG system, then your company code should be available here. Your chart of account should be available here. All the configuration should be available in the MDG system, but all the configuration you are doing in the S4 system. So all the configuration are available in the S4 system. So to create the to create the master data in MDG system, all the configuration must be go from here to here also. So you do the interfaces in two ways, inbound and outbound. Listen very carefully. Again, I'm repeating, nowhere you'll get this kind of trainings. It will be little tough. I already tell that my training will be little tough, but if you pass this toughness, then you'll become a star and global star. So listen here very carefully. Here will be two way of interface. One, all the configuration from S4 system will go to the MDG system. That is known as outbound interface. Outbound. It is going from S4 system to MDG system. So it is known as outbound. Then once all the configuration, let's say you create a new company code in S4 system. So that new company code should be available in the MDG system. Then only in MDG system, they can create the GL master, they can create the profit center, they can create the cost center in the MDG system. Then from the MDG system, those master data should come into S4 system. It is known as inbound interface. So outbound means any data is going from the S4 system. Inbound means any data coming in S4 system. Is it clear? Inbound and outbound, first of all. Is it clear?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Aruna, is it clear?
Yes, Hari.
Yes, sir.
Aruna, is it clear or not? Tell me. What you understand about meaning of inbound? What is called inbound interface or inbound interconnection? Aruna?
Any data which is going from S4 HANA is outbound, and which is
Outbound.
coming in, yeah, and which is coming in MDC, that is inbound.
No, opposite way you told. One first you told correctly. So take base of S4 system. Again, I'm repeating, any data going from S4 to any system, that is known as a outbound. Any data is coming in S4, it is known as inbound. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Clear na?
Yeah.
Otherwise, let me put here cursor. One symbol let me put. I'm little bad in drawing, so that's the reason I'm not using. Let me put here. Okay. See what is showed? Is showed that from S4D, S4 system, it is going to another system, right? MDG system, correct? So it become outbound. From S4, it is going to outside, right? Correct, Aruna?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
So it is outbound. Now another symbol. It is known as inbound because in S4 system, data is coming from the other system. Is it clear, Aruna? Inbound and outbound.
Yes, Hari.
So
Now,
this one is outbound, this one is inbound. Is it clear?
yeah.
So any data is going from S4 to any other system. Not necessarily it will be always MDG. That is known as outbound. Any data is coming in S4. In S4, see it is coming from MDG, it is coming to S4D. It is known as inbound. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear or not? Tell me.
Yes, Hari.
You repeat it then now, please. You tell what is called inbound, what is called outbound.
Any data which is going outside S4 HANA,
Hmm?
outbound, and which is
Mhm.
coming the other which is coming in the other application is in.
No, you're telling wrong. In S4, when you're telling second point, now you're telling wrong. See, base will be S4 only. If anything is going from S4 is known as a outbound. If anything is coming in S4 is known as a inbound.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we are taking like S4 HANA. If the data is going out from S4 HANA, it's outbound. It's coming in the same S4 HANA is inbound.
That is what I'm telling. Is it clear?
Yes.
See, when it is going from S4 to any system, it is going. Now I'm showing it is going to MDG system. It can go to any system. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say from S4 you are sending data to the government portal, bank. So that is outbound. If anything is coming from anywhere, it is coming to S4 is known as a inbound. Is it clear, Aruna?
Okay, now clear.
Clear, na? You please tell now what you will tell. Inbound and outbound means.
Any data which is going out from S4 HANA is outbound, and any data coming into the S4 HANA is inbound.
Correct. So again, I'm repeating. Any data is going from S4 to outside, it is outbound. Any data is coming from outside to S4 is known as a inbound. Am I clear?
Yes.
Samira, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
You repeat what is called inbound and outbound.
Any data going out of S4 HANA is called outbound, and any data coming in to S4 HANA is called inbound.
Very nice. Good. Correct. Pallab, anyway, he knows it. I know it. So yeah, so this is the thing. So whenever you have this kind of system landscape, you need to work. So many time what will happen? See, you have to do the synchronization run. Synchronization run in a sense, any data is there in S4 that you have to send to MDG system. You have to run some T code so that data flow from here to here. If any data is there in S4D MDG system, sometime you have to bring from here to in the S4 system. So these additional activities you have to do when you have this kind of system landscape. Okay, so these are little complex system landscape. Same thing applies here also. Same thing applies here also. Oh, copy I have to do. Just a minute. Let me copy it. Okay. So I give an example previously. Let's assume it is ECC. Let me put now. Let's assume it is cloud system. So you'll have little more idea. Let's say it is cloud, not ECC. Okay. Let's say this is cloud system, and let me just put see any system you assume. Just I'm giving an example. Cloud. These days you'll understand. Okay. So this side S4 was integrated with the MDG system. Now let's say you have one more system landscape which is cloud system. Okay, cloud system means, see, on-premise means everything, all the server, all the upgrade, everything, all the ups down in the server. Sometimes you say na, server is down, server is up. So everything you have to manage. That is on-premise. But these days SAP also manage everything server. Like Gmail you are not managing, right? If Gmail is load up down, you are not doing anything, right? That is managed by Google or Facebook. Some companies owning, right? Facebook you are not managing. So similarly, if you take SAP and you have taken uncloud, then it will be managed by SAP only directly. You don't do anything, any upgrade, any new feature. SAP will upgrade it and it will automatically be available in your SAP. So that is the meaning of uncloud. Uncloud means everything managed by SAP. So let's say some of the business process you are handling in the uncloud. Some of the business process you are using on-premise, some of the business process you're taking uncloud. Very suitable example is advanced financial closing cockpit business process. Okay, you'll understand what is all this thing. Advanced financial closing cockpit. Guys, listen, all this thing very important. Okay, because when you go and work, you'll find this kind of complex business system landscape. You'll get confused, but if you master, you'll become really master. So let's say this is one of the feature given in the uncloud, okay, which is used for all your month-end activities management purpose. So if you want to use the feature of advanced financial closing cockpit, then you must use the uncloud. Uncloud SAP you have to use. Okay. In on-premise, the advanced financial closing cockpit functionality is not available. So you have to use uncloud. So let's say an uncloud, these are the system you have configured. You have system, you have development system, you have sandbox system, you have development system, you have quality system, you have production system. So here also you have to build the synchronization, but here technology may differ. Okay, here technology may differ. Let me type, there is something called BTP. Okay, let me type here BTP. BTP is another technology which helps you to integrate between on-premise and uncloud. Okay, so this is uncloud and this is the on-premise. So this interfaces can be done via BTP. So you'll understand what is called BTP and all little slowly. So here also some data, whatever data, now you take base of this S4D. So if anything is going from S4D to this cloud development, it is known as a outbound. If anything is coming from cloud to S4D is known as a inbound. Okay, so here also you have to do multiple synchronization kind of thing you have to do. Okay, multiple synchronization. So here also if you log into the advanced financial closing cockpit, there will be system synchronization option is there. If you go there and if you click there, whatever configuration related to EFC is there, that will automatically flow from here to here automatically. Okay, so this kind of difficult system landscapes are available in the some of the project, and these are extra burden for you. Let's say some config you do here, when you're synchronizing it is not happening, or let's say month end activities you are performing in the cloud or in the AFC. Let's say you are running depreciation, you are running foreign currency revaluation, you are posting here, but it is not getting posted in here in the S4 system. That is extra burden for you to analyze it, fix the issue. So these are little complex system landscape. These are little, so you have to know whenever, now see how many system, if you go here, see how many you'll find. Three system you'll find for this one, three system you'll find this one. So you need to know which are the system you have to use. That's the reason I tell this is very important. So whenever you go and join any project, please ask them what is my system landscape, what is my development system, what is my quality system, what is my production system, what is my sandbox system. If they say that we are having different system landscape, let's say we have on-premise also, have uncloud also, so they will tell you for on-premise this is the sandbox system, this is the development system, this is the quality system, this is the production system. For on-premise this is the name, MDG this is the name, because you have to do data synchronization, sometimes you have to log in MDG also and you have to do it. Okay, so all this system name you have to note it down, and for everything you should have the access and you should have the proper user ID and password to log in and do the needful thing. Don't get overburdened, don't think that it is very complex. No, it is easy when you go and work, but I'm just trying to give you real picture what also be there in the market. Okay, so these are the few things. Similarly, there will be again ECC will also be there. I have seen very complex. I have seen the system landscape. So that's the reason these are the some system landscape I wanted to discuss. Is it clear, Aruna and Samira? You got it? What I'm trying to tell here?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So this is your base system landscape. Okay, let's say this is your base system landscape. For example, this is your base system landscape. So this system landscape will be integrated some other system landscape also. So you have to know how they are working, what they are working. Okay, so this is little complex system landscape, but fundamental is very same. You will have the sandbox, you will have the development, you will have the quality, you will have the production. Minimum will be there. Okay, so in sandbox system, you will be doing trial and error. In the development system, you will be doing the configuration. In the quality system, user will do the UAT, user acceptance testing, or user will be performing testing. Production system used for the day-to-day business transaction. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If you are clear with this, I'll go to next level of complex system landscape. If you are getting confused here only, then I'll leave it. अरुणा, आपको क्लियर है ये? Are you clear with this one?
Yes, sorry.
Pallab, any doubt, Pallab?
No, sir. Understood.
No,
Sir.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So whenever, very simple, I'm telling, whenever you go in any project, please ask the detail properly. Note it down properly. Let's say one time someone taught you that if you want to move the data from S4 to MDG, this is the T code, this is the process. Please note it down. If he taught you how to move the data from MDG to S4, this is the process. Please note it down, because very important. Again and again, don't ask to people. It shows that you are not proactive, or you are not that intelligent to learn the faster. So always try to document in the beginning whenever you go and work in any project. Okay, very important point. So, and for the first time, never do yourself also. You can take help from your senior or colleagues. Otherwise, you'll make mistake and you'll simply get highlighted. Okay. So this is the system landscape today. Tomorrow I will start the class. Tomorrow I will start the configuration class. So please don't miss the class from tomorrow onward. Today's few people have not joined. That's the reason. Chalo. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Bye bye.